Hey, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then my name is Erica, and today I'm going to be talking a bit about true crime and some of the issues that I see within the true crime community here on YouTube and like true crime podcasts and shows and stuff like that. So if you would like to see that, if you're interested in that, just continue watching. So one of the things that inspired me to talk about this is I saw a video by a YouTuber named Ada. I think her handle on YouTube usernames called handles, I don't even know, and I'm on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure her handle is Ada on Command, and she made a really good video about like some of the issues with true crime on YouTube. She specifically talked about like the makeup slash true crime YouTubers, and she did a much better job than I ever could. Hers was all organized, and it was like a video essay, but like I only have like what's in my wheelhouse, and I don't think a video essay is in my wheelhouse while I'm doing other things. So unfortunately, if you're expecting that type of video, you should go watch Ada's then, because it's a very good video and I really enjoyed it. But also, I'm not really gonna be talking about the beauty and true crime YouTubers, because the other reason I decided to make this video was you all have probably already heard of it because it's everywhere, especially here on YouTube and TikTok. But the Gabby Petito situation, and the reason I want to make this video is I've seen a lot of non-true crime YouTubers cover this case, and that's not inherently a problem, but I've seen some issues with the way it's covered, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. But before I get any further into this video, I just want to make it clear, if you are a true crime YouTuber, or if you're a YouTuber who doesn't do true crime, but you covered the Gabby Petito case, I mean no disrespect to you, but I'm just talking about some issues that I have perceived. Even if you've done this, like if the way I describe something is the way who've done it, I'm not saying you're a bad person or a bad YouTuber. I'm just saying these are some issues that I see, and that as a whole, we should all be working to fix this and not do this. And hopefully that comes across in my video, because I don't want to seem like I'm being hateful towards other people, because I'm not. I'm just saying I perceive some issues here with this, and so yeah. So a lot of the YouTubers I've seen covering the Gabby Petito case, aside from like true crime YouTubers who've done like a one video on it and they've like donated money to her GoFundMe, but some of the other YouTubers I've seen like Sloan and the Dad Challenge podcast, and I'm sure there are plenty of other people who've done this that I don't know about. So, as you can see, he has 1 video, 2 video, 3 video, 4 video, 5 video, 6 video, 7 video, 8 video, and I think that's it for the videos he has on this situation, but it's still a lot of videos, and some of them are over 3-hour long live streams. So yeah. But they've made about 5 videos on this topic, and specifically here I'm going to be talking a bit about the Dad Challenge podcast, and he has made live stream after live stream on every new development in the case. And now here's why I'm going to say it's problematic. Because you may be thinking, well, Erica, he's spreading awareness about this case. What's wrong with that? And, well, number one, what's wrong with that is pretty much everybody knows about the case. And if people don't know, they're just not, looking for the information, because it's not one of those cases that isn't well known. It's on the news 24/7, which is good, and other cases should have that much attention brought to them. But the reason I'm saying that is because it's hard to really say you're spreading awareness about something if it's something that's very much in the public eye. If it's something most mainstream news sites and news outlets are covering. And the other issue I have with this is, if you're constantly live streaming every time there's a new development, or if you have a new theory on the case, you're bound to be spreading misinformation, whether that is your intention or not. Because let's be real, even reputable news sites have accidentally spread false information. Because if whoever see on the bottom of a news article, if the author or the editor made a mistake, then at the bottom of the article they will write, "This was edited because originally we wrote this, but then we found out that it's not this." And of course they don't say it in those words, but I'm just saying they will correct their mistake down below and let people know, "We've edited this, so if you read it before it was edited, we just want to alert you to this." And so, yeah, a lot of misinformation is being spread on this case, which is harmful to, number one, the people investigating the case, the people being paid to investigate it, and number two, it's harmful to the friends and family of the people affected by this, because you're spreading lies about somebody who's not here to defend themselves, and that's pretty bad. And another issue I have with this, which I may be off base here, I don't know what people's intentions are for making these videos, because while I can have my opinions, I don't know what's going on in somebody else's mind. But I feel like a lot of people are doing this because right now it is trending, so they're almost using her story to grow their YouTube channel. And now, as someone with a YouTube channel, I'm going to be honest here, I know what it's like to want to jump on a trend in order to grow your channel. But also, as a human being, you need to step back and say, is it right that I'm using this to go viral? And I'm not saying every true crime YouTuber is like that, because there are many good true crime YouTubers out there and that seem to be genuinely doing it to spread awareness about different issues. And so here's where I'm going to highlight a few, both YouTubers and podcasts and such that I have seen about true crime that I think are doing good. And the first one is a very popular YouTuber. If you are watching my channel, you probably know who she is because she's a much bigger YouTuber than me. But Handle Ray, and the reason why I say Handle Ray is a very good true crime YouTuber is because she's known to like work with people who know the victims of a crime, so she'll like interview them on her YouTube channel and give them a voice, because a lot of times with some true crime YouTubers, they may be saying something or speculating on something that might be offensive towards the family, or even if it's not offensive, it just might be incorrect information. So I think it's very good that Handle Ray, he uses her platform to not only spread awareness for these cases, but also to lend her platform to other people, because she has over 1 million subscribers. She might have over 2 million, I'm not sure, but yeah. So she has a very big platform, so for her to bring family members of like missing persons or people that were MURDERED, hopefully I spelled that right, but if you're bringing those people on, you're showing a whole new audience this case, and you're bringing awareness to it. And also what Hada mentioned, which is something that Kendall also does, is she often will donate the funds that she makes from the video to like a GoFundMe or a non-profit that works to help families and like victims of domestic abuse, which is very good, because if you're consuming true crime, and this might be a controversial opinion, but I think you should also be working to do good and to make sure that this doesn't happen when possible. And not even that, but to like sign petitions or write emails when a family is trying to get investigators to do something that they're not doing and stuff like that. And Kendall will always like share resources, which I think is really good. And another YouTuber who does this a lot is Danielle Howland, and she also, although she doesn't usually interview families on her channel, I do think sometimes she does talk to families, and also she like links a lot of petitions in the descriptions of her video, and she also works to highlight lesser known. Oh, I'm sorry about my dogs. So she highlights a lot of lesser known cases, because I feel like a lot of true crime YouTubers will just cover whatever's popular and whatever's getting the most views. But sometimes the cases that you don't know about are the ones that need the most attention, because if some of these cases were getting more attention, they could potentially be solved, or justice could be served. And I think that's something very important when you think about true crime. Like, I feel like a lot of true crime YouTubers will go with the most salacious crime, and true crime should not be just for people's consumption and entertainment, but it should also be about awareness and education. And I think Danielle Howland does a pretty good job at that. And one of the podcasts that I listen to a lot is Something Was Wrong, and that podcast is good because, number one, it's not always about super heavy crimes where people are killed, but also it's about people that have been victims of scams. And the host of the show, who I think her name is Tiffany, she brings people on every season to tell their stories in their words, which I think is very good. And I think she handles it with such sensitivity and like caring about the people that she's talking to. And I think that's also another really important thing that a lot of people within the true crime community, they don't always think about how the people affected by this are going to feel about them covering it in a certain way. And yeah, that's pretty much my take on some of the issues with true crime. I think that if you're posting live streams every 2 hours about new developments in a case, number one, I don't know how helpful that's going to be, and number two, it feels, and I'm saying it feels because I don't wanna put my own feelings onto other people if they're not intending to do this. But to me, it feels like they're almost milking the situation to get money. Like they see this as an opportunity to get more people watching their channel, because if people know that a person is covering this case and they're uploading videos about it multiple times a day, and they might want to keep going there to see new developments. And I just don't know if that's the best thing, but of course, everybody has their own opinions, so you can comment yours down below if you would like. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye. Bye. Bye.